All right, everyone, welcome to Grade 8 Events. I'm Delaney Hall. We have a lot to talk about today. I think this is actually the most events that I've had to talk about probably ever since we started doing this. So let's get right into it. The first event we want to talk about is the 2024 RVA Duck Race and Festival of Inclusion. This is all happening on Saturday. That's August 3rd over at Browns Island from 11 to 4. You can see RVA Duck Race. Little duckies if you've never been there. It's actually pretty cool. This is hosted by the Autism Society of Central Virginia, and all the proceeds go to that organization. So they're calling it Richmond's largest sensory-friendly festival. So there's going to be a lot of zones available around Browns Island that are sensory-friendly, and the hook here is that you can order these rubber duckies ahead of time. Oh, I just banged my microphone there. Ahead of time, and they're all going to be released into the canal down at Browns Island at the same time, and you watch them race. And whoever duck makes it to the end of the canal first has a chance to win $10,000. So yeah, it's such a Richmond thing, and that's one of the things I love about this. There's also going to be live performances and food trucks. So that's the RVA Duck Race and Festival of Inclusion, again, designed to include and accommodate everyone of all abilities. I think I have a picture actually of there it is, of when they actually release all the ducks into the canal. That's so many ducks. But you can buy your duck ahead of time online, I'm told. So if you're interested in that, again, that's Saturday, August 3rd at Browns Island from 11 to 4, and buy your duck ahead of time. Never thought that I would say that, but here we are. Okay, so the second event we're going to talk about, it's actually 804 Day, but this is Bunky. If you've ever seen those commercials with Bunky for one of the law firms around here, and he is Richmond's official dog of 804 Day. And if you've never heard of 804 Day, we live in the 804, and Sunday is August 4th, 804 Day. So, of course, the city is throwing a big party to kind of, commemorate the day. So this one specifically is Shaco Records are the minds behind this, but it's actually happening tomorrow. There's a couple of different 804 celebrations, but this one we're focusing on is tomorrow from 4 to 9 at the 17th Street Market down in Shaco Bottom. I believe Bunky will be there. He's a cutie. I'm actually just reading about him now. He's 13. He's 8 pounds. He was a rescue, and he actually won in a contest. So, Bunky, Richmond loves you, buddy. But on 804 Day tomorrow, there's going to be 4 stages of music. One of them is actually VIP access with more than 15 different bands throughout the entire day. We're talking pop, rock, jazz, folk, country, all the type of genres that you can think of. There's going to be 40 local vendors. A lot of nonprofits are going to have booths, and there's a kids zone. And this is all free. So if you're looking for something with the kiddos tomorrow, this is a great option. The new VIP area this year is going to have private performances, a bar, exclusive food, your own bathroom, so you get some merch. But there are tickets that you have to buy for this part if you want the VIP access that are, wait for it, $80.40 because 804, we continue with the theme. So last year was actually the first time they ever did this, and they said thousands of people came out, 5,000 people. So it was very well received, and they're doing it again. If you want to learn more about that, you can just head to shacorecords.com/804day. So again, that's tomorrow. We also actually had our friend Reese Williams from Shaco Records on 8 News at 9 earlier today, and she had a great interview on TV. So if you want to look at that, you can also head to WREC.com. All right, Bunky and 804 Day tomorrow. Okay, next I want to talk about Rhythm on the River. So this is actually a full weekend of events. It starts tomorrow and lasts through Sunday in different locations across Richmond, I should say. And they're calling it an artistic festival curated by independent artists. You're going to find live performances, spoken word, visual arts. So there's a lot to check out. And I'm going to quickly break down day by day. We do have this all on our website, but if you're like me, I like to talk things out. So here we are. So tomorrow it's going to start at the VMFA from 6 to 8, and then you can go over to Harry's at Hoffheimer, I believe down in Scott's Addition from 9 to 1 a.m. So two different events there. Saturday, there's also 2 different events, 11 a.m. to 3, still at Harry's. You can have brunch with music from some DJs. You'll see some live paintings, spoken word performances. And then 8 p.m. to midnight, the party moves over to Broad Street. The location there is a cover charge of $10 if you want to go and see that. And then on Sunday, there is Ladies' Night at the Lynn. That's free from 4 to 8 p.m. So again, Rhythm on the River, 3 different days, different events happening on each day. So I quickly broke it down, but recommend going to WRAC.com where you can get more of a detailed look at it with the times and prices and locations and all that. All right, so the last one is something a little different. You see the DMV and you're thinking, what kind of event am I going to go to at the DMV on a weekend, Delaney? Well, they are having through the decades a DMV classic car show. Very fitting. This is all to celebrate the DMV's 100th anniversary. So this is Saturday, August 3rd from 9 to 3 p.m. They're partnering with the Colonial Rod Club and Make-A-Wish for this. Essentially, you can hang out, see a lot of vintage cars. There's going to be fun activities and some food. And this is at the location on West Broad Street, the 2300 West Broad Street over down in Richmond. So if you see a lot of vintage cars, that's what's going on there. Admission and parking is free, and proceeds from car registration and donations will go to Make-A-Wish, which are one of our partners for this. So yeah, if you're any car enthusiasts out there that are interested, or hey, I think it's interesting too, to see a bunch of vintage cars there. So that's again Saturday, August 3rd from 9 to 3 p.m. down at the DMV. So those are the 4 that I kind of mapped out for myself, but we have a lot more. I was not kidding when I said we had a lot to break down, but in the best way. So the first one, learn how to screen print with Studio 2-3 on Saturday. So Studio 2-3 is going to bring their mobile print truck, and they're bringing it to the Richmond Public Library, their Belmont branch, from 2 to 3 on Saturday for a live screen printing event. That sounds pretty cool. You can learn the basics of printmaking and make a screen printed poster. It's open to all ages, and all the materials will be provided to you. So if you have any artistic folks in your family or your friends, this may be a cool thing to check out. Again, that's Saturday, 2 to 3 at the Belmont Branch Richmond Public Library location. The next bullet point we have here is Pitch and a Fit in South Hill Banks at the Dogwood Dell. This is on Saturday. Starts at 7, and this is part of the Festival of the Arts down in Richmond. If you're familiar with that, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a giant list of fun activities, festivals, theater performances, music, concerts down at Dogwood Dell all summer long, and really almost every weekend they have something different. So this is bluegrass. So yeah, if you're looking to enjoy some bluegrass on at Dogwood Dell, again, that's at 7. Again, Dogwood Dell is outside, so I would recommend checking the forecast, staying hydrated, do all of the things that you need to do to remain safe, because it's going to be a hot one. So next we have the Richmond Reggae Wine, Food, and Music Fest at the Chesterfield Fairgrounds on Sunday. This is from 1 to 6 p.m. and a big asterisk here. This is a 21 and up only event. So you got to be 21. There's going to be live entertainment, wine tasting, a souvenir wine glass, wine education, a bunch of vendors. You can bring chairs, blankets, and some small snacks, but don't bring drinks, coolers, or outside food or meals. No pets, and obviously no weapons. So yeah, that's Sunday. It says a day filled with island grooves and tasty wines. So if you want to sit back and relax, I just looked up the ticket information. So there's an early bird Richmond wine ticket that's $25 plus a small little fee. There was a kind of like a 2-for-1 deal, but it looks like that has expired. So that is the Reggae Wine, Food, and Music Fest at Chesterfield Fairgrounds. The last event that I want to touch on really quickly is National Night Out. You may have heard of this before. It is basically when all of the local police departments come out in their communities and kind of throw mini festivals for their areas, and they really encourage folks to get out, get to know the department and their officers to really form that connection with their community. So there's a ton of different ones. Basically, every police department's having their own separate celebration, so I will not sit here and talk about every single police department because no one has time for that. They go on forever. But I brought out one that was just for Chesterfield. That was just the first one that popped up. So theirs is on Tuesday from 5 to 9. Yeah, just in Chesterfield, there's about 100 different registered block parties. So that should tell you just how many you can find in your area. But again, I would check if you're interested in going in your specific locality, county, city, whatever it is. Just check, look it up, because it's going to be different for everybody. So that is what I have. And I know that was a lot, but there is a lot going on in RVA this weekend. In the best way, truly. I love the summertime because this is really when people, they celebrate and they hang out, and that's what RVA is all about, right? So if you want to learn more, again, we have a lot of these events on WRAC.com, and if there's an event that you want us to highlight or talk about or want us to know about, shoot us an email at news@WRAC.com. We're always looking to talk about the fun things that are going on in RVA. So we're here for. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.